Thanks for staying with us for Optimum Locals Meet the Leaders. I'm Dallas Grove. Joining us in this segment is Assemblyman Upendra Chivukula. Welcome to Meet the Leaders.
Thank you, Dallas.
Always a pleasure to talk to you. The governor gave his State of the State speech and his budget speech, and he said, we're having New Jersey come back. Would you agree with him on that? Is New Jersey coming back?
New Jersey has to come back, whether he's the governor or not, because if you look at the national economy, it is turning around. Today the unemployment numbers came out and they are coming down. The more and more jobs are created. Economy is a cycle, and we had a down cycle, now we rebounding there. And I think we have under this administration, and the legislature has been very good at it. We are trying to create a favorable situation for companies and the economy to grow.
The poll recently released said that most New Jerseyans feel that we're on the right track. Is that attributable to the governor? Is it attributable to bipartisanship with the legislature? How are we getting there?
I think it is now. Governor by himself cannot do it. So does legislature alone. I think it is a combined effort between the legislature and the executive branch. I think working together, yielding some results.
Well, how was your reaction to the property tax or the income tax, the 10% across the board income tax that the governor proposed?
Well, Dallas, we know that biggest problem, if you poll the voters, they talk about their property tax being the #1 issue. And right now it's jobs, but I think property tax is right there. And income tax is something that sells to the national audience, because people don't understand the property tax situation in New Jersey, how we fund education, but having property tax reduction, I think, is the utmost important to New Jersey.
Has the 2% cap been enough for the communities to deal with what they have to? I know a lot of them have laid off police and such under the 2% cap. Are we going to lose more services in the future?
I think so. 2% cap, given you have the healthcare insurance premiums are in a double-digit increases. There are exemptions for healthcare insurance and all that. But still, if you look at one of the major costs of providing service is labor costs. And labor costs are going up, and just to keep up with the inflation. And so the cap is going to be, in the long run, is going to hurt, in the sense that eventually people are going to be, it's going to be lean and mean. I mean, basically that's the type of services we're going to be providing. But having said that, we need to figure out a way how to tighten the belt and try to see how we can have a cost-effective government, and you have the technologies that are available, and I think we'll be forced to come up with new ways of doing the business as well as delivering those services.
One of the things of particular interest to you is the regional greenhouse gas effect in New Jersey. Should we be pulling out of that compact with the other states, 10 other states or 9 other states, or stay in?
I think we should stay in. I think the governor was convenient for him to use the $78 million and the first year he took office, and then subsequently he took more money from the RGGI fund. See, what it is that in the absence of a national policy towards reduction of the greenhouse gases, the states, 10 states, northeastern states, have come together and tried to see how we can take responsible action. Because New Jersey, if you look at the respiratory illnesses and pollution, we have to go steadfast and try to see how we can reduce those greenhouse gases. And RGGI, the cap and trade program, that has created an opportunity to generate revenue. For example, we produce about 25 million metric tons of carbon dioxide, and if you trade that at $3 a metric ton, you're generating at least $75 million plus. And those monies can be used towards energy efficiency, energy conservation program, so that way we become more efficient. This is a long-term look. It's not about running for national office in 4 years, that is not the thing. It's look at New Jersey as a state, and we have to be responsible to the citizens. Citizens want RGGI, we in New Jersey to be part of RGGI, and somehow the governor not listening to them.
Well, the argument is that it might be hurtful to business, but in the long run, actually, you have two bills that are very helpful or will be very helpful to business. It's protect small business from red tape. Right. Is one of the bills that you have in the works, and another is to protect their trade secrets.
Right.
These are two bills of very much interest to the business community.
Yeah, definitely. Before we go to that point, I just want to say that you know, the cost of electricity in New Jersey, people say it's high and all that, but we do have a lot of cheap, dirty gas, dirty electricity coming into New Jersey through the transmission lines. Look at the transmission lines that have been put in the Susquehanna area. That transmission lines have bring coal-based power, which is a very dirty power, into New Jersey. And so we have to somehow balance this whole thing. We cannot just ignore the impact of the environment, and so we need to look at that. And as far as the Trade Secrets Act is concerned, New Jersey joined more than 40 other states to join and sign that we value your intellectual property and we value your trade secrets. We don't want, if somebody disrespects that trade secrets, you know, they're subject to penalties, and so that will encourage more innovation and also loyalty to the company, so that way they don't steal the trade secrets.
Transportation, we're getting funds from the federal government. We learned that we'll be getting a good amount, but it's going to be for more like mass transit than for roads and projects, so we'll still have to be dealing with those.
Of course, I mean, we still have to, you know, one of the unanswered questions, even under this administration, Governor Christie does not have the magic wand to fix the Transportation Trust Fund. All we are doing is the money that is coming in is just to going out there to pay for the interest, the debt service cost. That's what they're taking care of. I think we need to think about long term how we can come up with a recurring way of coming up with the Transportation Trust Fund.
I just have a fast question for you. What are your priorities? What will you be working on in the legislative session coming up?
I think one of the things in the area of energy, I think we do have by 2020 we have to have the 22.5% renewable portfolio standard we need to meet, assuming that we have 5% wind and 5% solar. Still we are short 12.5%. I am coming up with new technology, making sure the advanced technologies that can create more sustainable energy solution for New Jersey.
Taking the long view. Okay. I would like to thank all our guests for appearing on this edition of Meet the Leaders. If you have any questions or comments, you can email us at optimumlocalnj@cablevision.com. And please join us again next time when we meet a leader from your community.